What is up, you guys? Michael Myers here. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a new series review, and we're going to be taking a look at a pretty iconic series, and that is the Evil Dead franchise. So, we're going to get to it. As you guys know, personally, myself, I was never like a huge fan of these movies, like growing up and stuff like that. I don't think there's like a terrible movie in this series, but I didn't grow up loving these movies is what I mean, like I don't see them as classic as other people do. I actually did see these films till like way later on in life, like till, I was already, way after I got into horror. So it didn't these films don't really have didn't have like a big impact on me, like they do on many people, but I definitely do enjoy these movies for what they are. And yeah, so we're gonna get started here. Of course, there are three films, and then you got the 2013 remake. And I know they got the whole Ash versus Evil Dead, TV show or whatever. I don't really know too much about that, but these are just the films. So we're gonna get started here. The first one, of course, is the original, The Evil Dead, from director Sam Raimi. Man, to start off, I would like to say Sam Raimi did a great job with these films. I just think it really showed, the true horror genius he was. Because these films might not be as great, but I don't know. I guess you get some type of enjoyment out of each of these films. But the first film, man, I love this movie. It's my favorite from the whole series. This one is honestly like the most horror one. This one has more of like that horror element. And if you guys seen the series, you guys know what I mean. But this is such a great film, man. I think as I said before, this is the beginning of the whole cabin in the woods type of movies. And after this film, they just came out with a lot of those types of movies. But if it wasn't for Evil Dead, man, I don't think you know there would be so much films like this. And like I said, this one is the one that feels more like a horror film. There's a lot of dark, creepy, weird shit. And it took me a few watches to really know like truly know how I feel about it, because when the first time I saw it, I didn't really kind of get it. It was just a really weird film. But I mean, that's horror. That's the nature of horror. And overall, man, it's a great film. I like the characters, the story. It's pretty simple. And the whole cinematography, man, the way it starts, the scenery. It's a great film. And it's definitely, I honestly consider this like a true horror movie. This right here, man. Like I said, a lot of creepy shit. The possessed girl under the you guys that classic scene. But yeah, man, The Evil Dead, great classic movie. Love this film. Next, we're gonna get into the sequel, of course, Evil Dead 2. Now, I didn't think this movie was as good as the first one. I really I will say I was kind of let down because it didn't really have that same substance and feeling like the first one did. I know this one kind of feels more of like a reboot, remake kind of. They try to, redo some of the things from the first one, But of course, I guess at this point, man, they were trying to, I guess, turn this series more into of like a, horror comedy type of thing. And, you could say it worked, but this film, I think it could have been way better. There is some cool stuff in this movie. Of course, Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, man. I think you definitely see more of him, kick ass in this one. I think he's just more of a badass in this one. But yeah, man. Like I said, this movie, I don't think it was as good. Like I said, they went a whole different route with this, and I don't know. Like I said, I was kind of let down when the first time I seen it, but yeah, I definitely do need to watch it a few more times because I think I've seen it a few times only. But yeah, I guess you get some good moments out of this. It has its moments. Evil Dead 2 next, of course, is everyone's favorite, Army of Darkness. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This movie right here, honestly, I will say it wasn't my cup of tea, you know. And I know, like I said, the whole transition into, Army of Darkness, this is more of like your Ash Williams film. Of course, you see more of him. And like I said, at this point, it just the stuff got cheesier. It got a little bit more, pushing towards the comedy route. But I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I don't think it is. I think there is some okay stuff here and there. But I wouldn't put it on if I want to see Evil Dead or Ash, And I don't know, man. I think I need to rewatch them, honestly. But yeah, this film, I don't, I know it was a pretty big film. I think it definitely is, the more you could say the more popular one from the series. But like I said, guys, it just, I don't know, man. It was just kind of weird, and I really wasn't feeling it. But I mean, if you want to have some giggles, some cheesiness, you should go for it. But Army of Darkness was okay. And then the last film, of course, is the 2013 remake, Evil Dead. Now, this film right here, I will be making a whole other video, just reviewing on this. I will be doing a remake review because I want to go a little bit more into depth with this film. But overall, I think this remake wasn't bad. For a remake, I thought it was pretty good. I just like the fact, man, and I know a lot of people don't like it for simply because it pretty much has doesn't it doesn't like it's not a completely shot by shot remake of the original, and that's what I liked about it, man. I like the fact that they switched it up. It didn't really focus on Ash. It focused on the girl. And I don't know, I feel like this movie kind of brought it back to more of like the horror roots. There was a lot of weird, creepy shit you could say in this, but the effects, some of them, it kind of reminded me of like the first film. Like I said, it went back to that horror shit, and that's what I liked about it. And like I said, the story I didn't mind, had to focus on the girl and stuff like that. But yeah, for a remake, it wasn't bad. I actually did enjoy it. And yeah, like I said, a lot of people actually don't like it, but I don't know. I liked it. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, guys, that was my review on the Evil Dead series. Make sure you guys tell me what you guys think about these films. Like I said, guys, I didn't, I never was a huge fan of these movies, but for me, it's always the first one I go back to. I could rewatch this over and over. Great film. I actually might have to rewatch these guys because, like I said, it's just, I don't think I feel the same way, just like other people do. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to be ranking them real quick for you guys, since just because there's 4 movies. The worst one, in my opinion, is Army of Darkness. I'm not saying it's a bad film. It is just my least favorite. Next on my list is probably Evil Dead 2. Or actually, I'm going to put the remake because, I don't know. Because the Evil Dead 2, like I said, it has some good scenes in it. Like, I love seeing, like, when Ash is on screen, man, there was some okay scenes. It was just a story and, the concept, the whole remake concept I didn't like. And then, of course, my first favorite is The Evil Dead. So thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think about my series review on The Evil Dead. Make sure you guys tell me what you guys think about these movies. You guys could go ahead and leave your ranking from worst to best. Thank you guys for watching, and it's Michael Myers signing out.